Hello, I'm toycat, and Minecraft Dungeons is the most successful Minecraft spin-off yet, but it's also a rare Minecraft structure that contains within it one of the rarest unmovable Minecraft blocks, the monster spawner. So this rarity, combined with the danger that comes within them, means that you usually only find monster spawners a few dozen feet below the ground, many blocks away from spawn, which is why this seed is a particular anomaly, because as you load it up, as we're doing right here for the very first time, you'll notice how you spawn in a place that is not many hundreds of blocks away, that isn't a huge effort away, but instead requires just walking 5 blocks to the right and then digging down right over here, as you can see, and you'll end up directly inside of a monster spawner with zombies attacking you immediately. This is, as best I'm aware, one of the fastest ways you can die in a Minecraft seed outside of spawning next to a pool of lava, and it's super interesting because it's not just direct access to a monster spawner, which is, you know, cool and cute, but it's direct access to chests which can contain golden apples, name tags, buckets, the cat disc, you know, items that are meant to be rare and found much later in the game. You can find them 5 seconds in right here, alongside pumpkin seeds, the 13 disc, some bones if you want them, some string, some redstone, and some death. So this 1 in a million seed was found by Hootis Harm, and the implications of having a mob spawner just a few blocks away from spawn, I think go without saying by default. I mean, the fact that you can have direct access to all of those things is an amazing boost to a world, but if you consider that to be like, well, I mean, getting free stuff is great, but there are a few seeds that will do that somewhere near spawn, and plus it's just a head start. It doesn't give you a huge advantage beyond that. What is the real advantage of playing on a seed where you spawn directly above a zombie spawner? Well, there's a few of them that come immediately to mind to me. The first one is the fact that it gets very easy to make an XP farm, or a, you know, if you want like an armor farm, if you really want to, you can get a lot of things which usually are found much later in the game immediately next to spawn if you want to. If you like the technical side of Minecraft and you want to start doing it immediately, this seed has got you covered. I mean, with the buckets and the redstone and the food and the, I mean, it's bad food, but it's food. But like, you can get a lot of things going immediately. Pumpkin farms, melon farms, beetroot farms, which are the worst type of farms, but you can make them if you really want to. But consider this, you can remove just a few blocks around that single zombie spawner. If you want, you can patch in the holes so that it's still dark in this corner, and you can make a Minecraft spawn which has people fight zombies immediately afterwards. Zombies which, by the way, they can't break without getting wood, which they can't get in this nice little hole. And yeah, if you want to have like a hellish spawn for people where they can't really get out so easily, you could do so using this as a basis, and maybe some obsidian later down the line to make it even more trapping if you really want. Because as people die to the zombies or the skeletons or whatever, you know, they'll respawn right over here, right next to that same monster spawner where more zombies will spawn and get them. Minecraft's code isn't really meant to have spawn points for everyone in the world next to big threats. It tries to avoid lava, it tries to avoid stuff like this, and sometimes it doesn't succeed, as you can see. But yeah, the big reality of this seed is that you get a nice head start if you want it, you get to start doing technical things fast if you want it, but the much cooler thing is because in survival, you cannot move monster spawner blocks. I would love this to be changed personally. I know why they haven't, because it'd be super powerful, you know, if you could. So, you know, because you can't move monster spawner blocks, having one near your spawn is a very powerful tool, and so using this seed is a great way to get precisely that if you really want it. Anyway though, hello, I'm toycat. Welcome back to Seed Sunday, the weekly series where I show you seeds for Minecraft that are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And let me assure you, this seed is very much a melon seeds, not a beetroot seeds. You know, we should do a seed tier list, shouldn't we? You know, we can save that till the end of the video, but what we can't save till the end of the video is talking about this amazing seed. What does this seed have to offer besides this amazing spawn point? Because every seed is not just the spawn area, that's arguably the most important one, and every seed is not just the fact that after any 13 million block journey in each direction, you'll find everything you could want. It's about the things you find in the area around the spawn. So let's talk about the fact that first of all, there is a sunflower plains on all sides of you. If you like sunflowers, I've never seen this many sunflowers surrounding spawn. It seems like it's multiple types of the same biome. Like, the sunflowers go all the way from over here in like the kind of western side, as you can see, literally crossing the river from here at roughly 990 on the x-axis all the way across, kind of like does a zigzag across there for some reason, all the way another couple hundred blocks over here. Then it keeps on going, it kind of expands in both directions here before finishing out at the very edge of where the plains biome hits the desert, literally 370 blocks later. Wait, it goes even further this way, literally 400 and what is that, literally 420 blocks later, haha, yes, that is funny, you can see how there are still sunflowers. This many sunflowers near spawn is a little unprecedented, but also unprecedented is the fact that you literally have a, if you play in 1.16 or above, you're going to have yourself a ruined portal this close to spawn. Again, two big technical helps for this seed. One is the fact that you're spawning literally next to a mob spawner, and the second, one that is an amazing start if you want to play off the Never update, is the fact that you spawn next to a ruined portal. These things are very handy to say the least, and you know what you find inside can be even handier. All you have to do is head a little bit to the northeast of there, and you'll find 3 other very useful structures that are usually kind of rare, and to find them all together, you know, like this close is a nice little thing, because it's a desert village. Wow, it's a nice little area with villagers to trade with and to take and do what you want with. It's a desert temple, a fully above the surface one, in case that matters to you, where you can of course go down and get 4 randomized chests. What are in the randomized chests? Well, as you can see, horse armor, and also lots of rotten flesh, and also bones and iron, and also 2 golden apples. You know, 3 golden apples after 5 minutes on this seed, you'll be doing pretty nicely for yourself, which might be handy if you choose to fight the 3rd structure I mentioned, because there is also a pillager outpost just over here, this distance away from the village. It's almost like it's, again, just at the distance where they won't attack the village, but if you want to, you know, trigger pillager raids, it's really easy to just head over to the tower, kill the dude, then come back and to get the ball rolling, which is handy if you want to start the village stuff. I know everyone's so focused on 1.16, everyone's focused on 1.15, and all, you know, like, newer things take precedence, but village and pillage is still unexplored by the majority of Minecraft players, so this is a great seed to give it a try if you want to do the village and then you want to do the pillage. I mean, if you want to do the pillagers, because pillaging, in my opinion, would be going into the desert temple. It's arguably doing a bit of pillaging when you go down here, but we'll ignore the fun comments about that to instead focus on the rest of this seed, because wow, it's not just 5 structures near spawn, 5 very rare things, all close together and surrounded by sunflowers for some reason in between. It's also the fact that if you head down this river, you'll find more things, because this village is on a river. That's kind of how human civilization works, so it's always fascinating to see Minecraft, by pure RNG, follow a human civilization thing. But if you follow this river, which we'll call the Nile, because it goes through a big desert, and you know, I'm uncreative. If you follow this big river, you'll find how it not only passes through a village, but it passes through another ruined portal, as you can see. Here is a ruined, abandoned portal, whatever you want to call it. It's really cool because of the way it literally like flows into the river. Again, it's a form of pollution, I would argue, the amount of lava and magma they've expelled into this river. But still, there is this, it's super interesting ruined portal right here with another chest, another, well actually the first gold block, which is kind of cool. And then even cooler, in my opinion, is the fact that you also get a lot of these rare stone brick type blocks, which are always nice to have this early in the game. I mean, you can finish this, you can tear it down, you can do what you want with it, but the portal is there to stay. And in fact, these 2 portals, this one and the one at spawn, will allow you to teleport between this area and the area closest to spawn at ease if you really want to, without having to do much of your own you know, portal creation, which is nice if you want to kind of start a guide to Minecraft. Because, you know, admittedly, some people like doing their portals dead on perfect, make sure it teleports to just the right place. I would describe myself as trying to be like that, although not succeeding. But some people just like that the game can handle that for you, and that is something this seed definitely does. Because again, it's another 3 structures all close together. This village, which by the way crosses the river, you can see how like there's meant to be a river here, and if you go underneath, there technically still is, but the river's like crossed by this village. And I know it's always fun to see things like this. If you like things like this, by the way, like again, you can swim underneath the village. You can also go underneath the ruined portal because it just tries to generate in the water. It doesn't realize that it's not entirely in the water. And so instead what you see is down here, some weird like underneath the netherrack things where like it blocks off a cave entrance. Again, very cool, very unique things that weren't possible before, but are possible now, which are always worth checking out in my opinion. So yeah, if you're willing to explore the river further past this village, you'll find a lot of things that you'll find very nice and kind of expectable if we're being really honest. Like, I could do the thing where I pretend that like, wow, there's another village, but when you have a big desert or a big plains biome, you're going to find villagers eventually. It's a nice thing, but it's not too unexpected. But finding you know, a big ravine like you can see right here next to that village, that's always a nice bonus. Finding a savanna village that close to the edge of the savanna biome, this close to your desert village, it's always always nice. You can get 2 types of villagers together. But the thing that really, shows this off for me is the fact that if you follow this river all the way to the point where it gets this weird savanna tiger mix, you can see something absolutely fascinating to me. It is a tiger village crossing over into a savanna. This is a really rare biome pairing because I don't think the 2 biomes naturally try to pair because one is a cold, one is a hot. Usually they try to go through a neutral first, but you can see how in this savanna biome there is a tiger village. It is very out of place here, and you'll find how there are savanna villagers inside of the buildings if we look carefully. Apparently not over this one. But yeah, if any villagers spawn on this side of the village, they will spawn as savanna villagers, which is fascinating always, right? I mean, no one can find it not fascinating, in my opinion. And yeah, so this is a super, super interesting, unique thing. And it's just an example of why this is a great seed, because you spawn with all of the village, all of the structure biomes, all of the things that Minecraft can do naturally for you, it does on this seed. And it's just a great example of one of those seeds to have prior to the Never update. Some Minecraft seeds are just better than other Minecraft seeds. Some Minecraft seeds have nothing anywhere near spawn. Some Minecraft seeds have everything you could want everywhere, anywhere near spawn. And, some Minecraft seeds, you gotta travel 20,000 blocks to get to your nearest woodland mansion, or sometimes you have to travel insane distances to get to a pillager outpost. Some seeds will hand that to you right at the spawn. The truth is, there is a great diversity in Minecraft seeds, but if you like the mob spawner at spawn, if you like the ruined portal at spawn, if you like sunflowers, then boy, let me tell you where you can get a trillion of them. If you like any of these things, this is the seed that you'll find is best suited to yourself. And personally, I do want to see some cool things you do with this. So if you do decide to check out this seed, let me know and share with me what you do. Like if you decide to dig out the spawn area, make a spawn trap, show me that. I would love to see it. Speaking of things I'd love to see. Okay, I know I can't leave you waiting any longer. Let's do the seed tier list right after I remind you that there are just 4 days left now if you want to get your hands on an IBX toycat plush. The toycat, if you will, it's a little bit of a celebration we're doing for the 11 years of the channel. Unlike most channels that say, oh, merch restocks only happening XYZ. No, this is a one-time item. After 4 days, it will never be sold again. I think I'd give you the heads up just in case you are curious, because yeah, they are, it's a super bespoke, super one-time batch thing that I'm just doing as a special way to say, hey, if you were here at this point in the channel and you want to get yourself a toycat, you can totally do so. They're $24.99 plus shipping is about $7-ish, but they will ship internationally. So anywhere in the world, if you want to get yourself a toycat, you want to enjoy one of these great, delightful things that, again, every time I bring them up, my assistant reminds me she loves them, then you can do so over at the link in the description, which I might forget to do. So, makeship.com/collection/IBX-toycat. There's a link on screen. There's a picture on screen. Looks really pretty, doesn't it? But you know what else looks pretty? The seeds in Minecraft. Okay, seed tier list time. There's so many seeds in Minecraft. Let's go through and do them. So I think what we have to put at the very bottom of the pile is beetroot seeds. I think they look kind of nice, but there's only 4 of them in this image. Like, you know what? Beetroot seeds, give it a bit more effort. And then third of all, we're gonna have to go with pumpkin seeds. Like, I get you, pumpkins are real nice. Having these little white seeds, they look kind of seedy in that way, but like, I don't know. I've never seen what a pumpkin on the inside looks like. I don't think they're tasty. I don't think their seeds look tasty. And the same kind of goes with regular seeds. Again, these things are just so iconic. Like, when you see someone with seeds, you're like, yeah, those are seeds. But I mean, first of all, ignoring the fact that it doesn't make sense that you can hold any of these, because they all, this isn't how holding seeds works. I just want to have that on record. But, I do have to say that seeds definitely get a nice B tier on my tier list, because again, they're just so classic, but they cannot withstand the melon seeds. Again, these things, when they're in your hand, it looks like you got some spooky ghost in there, sort of. But anyone who is a connoisseur knows that these are melon seeds, a source of eternal food. If you have 1 melon seed in a short amount of time, you have eternal food that stacks really easily, really well. And admittedly, all 4 seeds outrun their welcome very easily. But I do have to say that melon seeds, not bad seeds at all. Wait, if your name was Melanie, a clever play on your name would be Melon Seeds. So any Melanies out there, just know you gotta change your name to match the melon seeds, or that will happen to you. Also, pick up a toycat plush. That's right, I'm calling you out Melanies of the world. I don't care if everyone else gets a toycat, but you, Melanie, you need to get yourself one. And if your name's not Melanie, then I hope you will enjoy this video regardless, because, Melanie, doesn't deserve to enjoy the video till she's picked up a toycat at makeshift.com/collection/IBX toycat. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like it if you want to, share it if you really want to, and you know what, subscribing with notifications turned on is something every YouTuber will tell you to do, and the reason why is because it's a way to see more of these videos, and obviously as someone who spends all their time making videos, I want you to see them. But if you don't want to see them, then you know, I don't want to see you. Get out of here. Goodbye.